Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Oh Shoot. I'm your host, Cassidy Lynne, and welcome back. Happy Monday. We have an interesting episode, something we've never done before. We are playing a game called Would You Shoot It? And I've never played this game before. I'm nervous because some of these things are going to be very thought-provoking and interesting. So basically what we're going to be doing is going through a list of different scenarios or client asks, and I'm going to say whether or not I would shoot it. These are not going to be normal requests. These are going to be very out there and different, quite literally just for a good laugh today. So yeah, that's what we're doing on today's episode. I hope you guys are staying organized. I hope you're staying hydrated. I hope you are staying on top of your editing during this time. I know May is kind of like when a lot of things start up for a lot of people, but at the same time, I think a lot of people are also heavily into the swing of things at this point. I know many people that are just shooting all the time, editing all the time, and that could be a lot. So, yeah, I hope you guys are staying with it. And if you're listening to this while you're editing, I am so proud of you for getting that done. And if you are listening to this and you know you need to edit, go do that, because there's nothing worse than a gallery looming over you every second of the day. Just get it done. I promise you. Just get it done. That's what I'm going to do after I finish recording this episode, is I'm going to go edit a gallery that I right now have maybe a week left on before it's due, and I just need to edit it and get it done. So yes. All right. Let's see. Do I have any updates? So the only update I really have is I am making an impromptu trip out of town, for a funeral, just someone in my family. So that is why I am batch recording a little bit, because it was sudden, and then just kind of had to move around my schedule. So I'm recording a few episodes today. And that it's hard, but also at the same time, there are things that are out of your control. And if it were in my control, I would record one episode a week and not have to batch, so that I could stay current with you guys. But it just kind of is what it is this time. So yeah, going out of town. Yeah, so I'm going with a lot of my family, which is nice. Yeah, we're all kind of staying at the same place. We're flying together, so it'll be good. It's just, obviously hard and sad and all that. So anyway, that's kind of my life update, a little depresso, but I do have to say, lately I've been feeling like Alani's have been getting me through it. They're those energy drinks. They're the girly pop energy drinks. So yes, I've been drinking some Alani's, not all the time. I've been really into these, they have these water sticks. They're these little powder sticks that you put in your water, and I feel those feel healthier for me, or better for me, because I'm I see, it fills up my entire Stanley, so in order to get through all this, I'm drinking a whole Stanley's worth of water. I feel with the Alani's, I usually only drink about half, because they are so full of caffeine, and I cannot handle that much caffeine. Only enough to just help me, basically. So because I'm recording 2 episodes today, I usually have some sort of I don't know, chai, matcha, Alani, something to help me, even a little snack in between episodes to help me, because I feel sometimes when you do the same thing for too long, your brain literally starts to glaze over. And that's kind of how I feel sometimes when I record too many episodes back to back. So anyway, shall we get into it? Shall we get into Would You Shoot It? Okay. So we're just going to do it. And here's what I'm going to say before we get into this. These are all so out there, wild things that you probably would have never thought about. They're not things that have happened to me, that I literally made these up. But in all of these scenarios, I just want all of us to assume that we are getting paid like more than enough. Okay. So it's never a matter of, oh, well, you're not getting paid enough. The problem is you're getting paid enough that you're actually considering entertaining the idea. Okay. So the first one, a flat earth convention wants you to shoot their awards dinner. They're paying very well, but you must sign an NDA agreeing not to mock the event online. Would you shoot it? So, would you shoot a flat earth convention and sign an NDA? To be honest, I think I would, because it's like, who cares? Like, if I'm getting paid to shoot it, I don't care the content of this convention. I don't care about that. I can probably still capture the event how I normally would capture any event. You know what I mean? So I feel like for this one, I would definitely shoot it, especially if they are paying me well. I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Flat earth, round earth, who cares? Put our beliefs aside and let's shoot this thing. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing with flat earth conventions or not. Also, here's the thing that's a little weird is signing an NDA. I don't know. That's interesting. I guess, like, so that you don't mock the event online. I get that. But, like, if your event needs an NDA because you're afraid you're going to get mocked, like, I feel like there's a whole other issue there. Whole other insecurity happening there. Okay. Let's go to this next one. Okay. A guy wants you to secretly photograph him proposing in a hot air balloon, but he's going to be wearing a full Bitcoin suit and he insists on paying you in Dogecoin. So my answer, would you shoot it? My answer is no. Most definitely not. I have two reasons. Number one, pay me in USD, pay me in dollars, pay me in cash, pay me direct deposit. Do not pay me in Dogecoin. No, I'm not doing that. So that's the first thing. You're not paying in my currency. Like, you're not paying in really a widely accepted currency. No, that'd be like asking, oh, can I pay Monopoly money? I know, like, Dogecoin has some value. I get that. But no. And then a hot air balloon. I don't care about he's wearing a full Bitcoin suit. I don't care about that. Photographing him in a hot air balloon. So this is where I'm starting to, like, be like, how? Because I don't know if you guys have seen hot air balloons before, but they are not something that you, like, really share well. It's very tight quarters. Photographing a proposal, I don't even think you can bend your knee and get on a knee in a hot air balloon. So, yeah, that's going to be a no from me. Because how? Because what are the logistics of it? I don't think that's really even possible. Plus, like, I feel like hot air balloons, not to be like a conspiracy theorist or anything, but I feel like if there's anything that I'm not going to take a chance on and just do for just a job, I wouldn't just go in a hot air balloon. That's a little spooky for me. What I picture the headlines being is like, photographer photographed proposal in hot air balloon, never to be seen again. Like that type of thing. You know, the only time I would go in a hot air balloon, I think my grandma has a bucket list that she has told me about, and doing a hot air balloon ride is one of her bucket list things, and I kind of want to do that with her. But any of, like, doing it for a proposal, no. So my answer to that is no, I would not shoot that. Okay. Would you shoot a couple that wants you to shoot their fourth wedding to each other? They've divorced 3 times and all previous photographers have disappeared from the industry. Would you shoot it? So I don't really care that it's their 4th wedding. I don't care. Wait. It's their, wait, they want you to shoot their fourth wedding to each other. Oh, they've divorced 3 times. Huh? Okay, so I guess what I don't understand with this one, I didn't really make this clear. So basically they've been divorced 3 times. And then the fourth wedding is to each other. I guess it would depend on like, so all other photographers have disappeared. I think I'm saying no. And I only say no, not because they've been divorced and married a bunch of times. I'm only saying no because what do you mean they disappeared from the industry? What do you mean by that? It's giving curse. Like, that's spooky. But my thing would be, how would you actually know that these people have disappeared from the industry? I don't know. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh, if this person shot that wedding and then all of a sudden they stopped being a photographer, this person shot it, they stopped being a photographer. Something about it. And I fear you could get roped into this without even knowing. Yeah, I'm not. My answer is no.
We're jumping into an ad real quick to talk about a longtime sponsor of the podcast. You guys know it. You love it. We're talking about Aftershoot. If you already don't know about Aftershoot, let me enlighten you because your world is about to be changed. Aftershoot is the fastest photo culling and editing app out there. The best thing about Aftershoot to me is how fast it makes my editing and culling workflow. Basically, what Aftershoot specializes in is automated AI editing, which is tailored to your unique artistic style. So not only can it cull through thousands of images so fast, it knows your editing style and it will edit your photos tailored to your style based on your preset and your editing. So when you open Aftershoot, you will start with culling and it's going to cull your images quicker with AI assisted culling. Aftershoot can automatically cull your images by detecting unwanted photos, which saves you hours of your time. It'll group similar images, filter unwanted blinks, filter blurry photos. Then once you get done with culling, we head into Aftershoot edits. With only a few clicks, and I actually mean that, it's literally only like 2 or 3 clicks, Aftershoot will edit your photos just like you normally would in your own style. You can set up a personal AI profile in your style, so Aftershoot will know exactly how to edit. There's precision straightening and cropping tools that will automatically crop your photos for you. And if you're ever editing on like an airplane or something, Aftershoot is always available without the need for internet. And honestly, there's nothing worse than getting nickeled and dimed for a program like this, so Aftershoot offers unlimited images and sessions for 1 flat fee per month. So if you're like me and you edit thousands and thousands of photos at once, it doesn't matter how many photos you edit, you're always going to get charged the same price. And today for Oshoot listeners, you can get 15% off for anyone who buys Aftershoot using the link in the description of this episode. Thank you so much, Aftershoot, for being a proud sponsor of the podcast. And now back to the show.
Okay. Would you shoot a family that wants high-end portraits of their deceased grandmother, complete with flattering lights, props, and full retouching? Would you shoot it? No. The way I would run faster than I've run in my entire life saying no to this. No. That's one thing about me. I don't do corpses. I don't think anyone does corpses. I don't like even at a funeral, like I don't like when it's like open casket. Like that freaks me out. So would I shoot this? No. Do I think there is a potential market for this though? Maybe. I think this is something that I have discussed on the podcast. I don't remember when or with who, but like the idea of like funeral photographers. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely would not shoot this. Yeah, actually don't know why I said I don't know. I know for a fact I would say no, I'm not shooting that. Okay. Oh gosh. Would you shoot this? A nudist group hires you to do candid event coverage. No clothing allowed, including you. No. I would not shoot that. Including you? No. See, that at that point you're just a part of it. Like, no. I would not. I know there are some people that are comfortable photographing nude people. Not really my niche, not really up my alley. Yeah, gonna be a hard no for me on that one. Okay. Would you shoot a client that wants you to follow their partner around and capture photographic evidence of them cheating? Quote, nothing illegal, just documentary style. So basically they want you to like be a little private investigator, photograph them. Would I do that? So we're assuming that they're paying you a hefty price. I don't think I would do that because I think that is illegal. I know it's like nothing illegal. I do feel like that is illegal. Potentially like stalking. And I don't think I'm good enough with a long lens either to be able to do that. So I don't really think I'm your girl. Maybe like a sports photographer would definitely help you, but no, I don't think I would do that. What I was picturing when I thought about like a cheating partner, I was picturing like you're doing like a couple shoot with a couple and like they bring in the person that they've been cheating with, like the girl brings in like the other girl, and it's like to get his reaction, you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking when it's like, oh, cheating partner. But this is literally like follow someone around, take photos of them, and try to catch them cheating. I'm gonna say no. Because it's like at that point for the person that would be hiring you, like you already have an inkling, like just confront them about it. Like you already, I know you want the evidence, but like just, yeah, no. Okay. Would you shoot this? A couple wants a close encounters themed maternity shoot with alien belly paint, a fog machine, and abduction lighting effects. Would you shoot it? An alien cosplay maternity shoot. Would I shoot it? I think it could potentially be cool. Like, I think it could be cool. I think it could be unique and different. So if the price is right, yeah, I think I would shoot it. Yeah. I love a good fog machine. Love good alien belly paint, you know, nothing quite like that. I don't know. And it's one of those things where it's like, it could be a cool creative shoot. Like this would be a shoot that would kind of stretch you beyond what you normally would do. I think my one little, what's the word I'm thinking of? My caveat would be I would have to have like a little bit of creative process control, even just like reviewing things and saying like, yeah, that looks good, or no, maybe don't do that. That would be my one thing, because I could see this turning very cheesy very quickly. That's all. Okay. Would you shoot this? Crazy client requests. Oh my gosh, this one's crazy. A client requests a cozy studio session with their emotional support spiders. The tarantulas roam freely during the shoot. Would you shoot it? Put those tarantulas on a leash. Put them on a leash. Put a shock collar on them so that they have like a little electric fence. So then they're not just climbing up my leg while I'm shooting. Would I shoot it? I think I would. I think I would. Because here's the thing. Number one, I'm not really that afraid of spiders like that. Would it spook me out at first? Yeah. But I think I can see the vision with it. And what could be really, really cool is like someone, like a close-up of someone's face and like tarantula like on their forehead, eyeball area, maybe another tarantula like on the neck, tarantula in the hand, tarantula on the arm. Like I could see this being a really, really cool vibe. And not only that, like not to just all be about going viral, but I feel like this could go so freaking viral, you know what I mean? Just because it's so wild and absurd. So yeah. Don't tempt me with a good time. 7 tarantulas. Let's do it. That actually, I feel like that could be cool. I don't know. That, and I feel like snakes could be really cool too. You know, like snakes like on your arms, like neck, head, like that type of thing. I'm getting kind of itchy. Talking about this. I don't know if you guys have ever had that where like you'd start talking about like insects and whatever. Specifically for me, it's like when I talk about little insects and then I start to get so itchy and I start to feel like I have like something crawling down my back and my neck and stuff. Literally me right now, I'm trying not to itch my neck. So yes, I would shoot it. Call me crazy, but it sounds like a good time. It kinda does. Okay. Would you shoot a couple doing a secret wedding with no guests, but they want it to look like a huge event for social media? They want you to stage fake guests, decor, reactions, etc. Would you do it? So, you know what this is giving? It's giving style shoot. That's what people do like all the time, is like fake guests, fake all this. I don't quite understand why a couple would want to do this. But would I shoot it? Yeah. Would I coordinate it though? No. I would not go out of my way to like, you know, organize all the people, whatever. But would I potentially shoot it? Yeah. I think if the price is right, I would shoot it because I would have complete control over everything too. Like, because they're fake guests, they don't really care if you're like, hey, we're going to redo the first kiss, but this time, like, guess because you had this reaction. Like, sounds pretty easy. Sounds pretty nice, to be honest. Sounds like a dream come true, to be honest. Oh, but that's the thing about me. Like, I feel like I would say yes to a lot of random things because it's like, why not? Why not just have the experience once, and if you hate it, never do it again? I think that's something I get from my mom. My mom is very much like that, where it's kind of like this I'll try anything once mindset. Obviously, I'm not like crazy with it because I know some people say that and they're like crazy with it, but not me. More so just like, I'm not going to shoot down an idea right away. I'll entertain it for a minute. Okay. Would you shoot a breakup photo shoot? A couple is breaking up amicably and they want a stylized photo session to commemorate it. Like a reverse engagement shoot. Would you shoot it? No. I don't think I would. Because I don't think I know how to capture that, like, emotionally. I don't know if I know how to capture that. And I also have never dealt with clients asking for that before, so I don't know if they're, like, super sensitive and if they're going to be, like, horrible red flag clients. I don't know. That just doesn't sound like something I want to commemorate. It doesn't sound like something I want to shoot. And that's the thing. If you don't genuinely feel a little bit of passion for it, don't shoot it. And that's kind of like why I'm saying no to this one. I don't feel the passion. I don't want to photograph a breakup. Like, what? Actually, wait, now that I'm thinking about it, could potentially I shoot it like a movie, like when they break up in movies and there's like rain and it's like sad and gloomy. That could be a vibe, but I probably would still say no. Okay. Would you shoot a haunted house real estate shoot? A realtor wants moody night shots of a famously haunted house, but the power is unreliable and the shoot has to be after dark. Heck no. 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 I cannot with haunted things. I cannot with spooky haunted houses. So, like, literally, no. This sounds like someone's trying to murder you. No. You could not pay me. You would have to pay me so much money to get me in that house. And I also would have someone vlogging it for me as well. Because the way I would be so extremely unwell and I would want everything to be photographed and, like, documented that I'm there. Because I don't trust that something's not going to happen to me. No. I would never, ever shoot something like this. No. But good try. Sorry. Okay. Oh, this one's weird. Really, really weird. Would you shoot a brand collab of taxidermy and tacos? The taxidermy shop and a taco truck are teaming up, and they want you to create visuals that artistically blend both brands. Would you shoot it? No. Because here's my thing. you want to see the two brands come together, there is quite literally no way I am making these two brands come together. And I say no, but then at the same time, I'm like, wait, that sounds kind of fun. That sounds like a challenge. But you know what? No, I would not shoot it because I don't know how. It's not coming to. If I had like an idea right now of like, oh, here's how taxidermy and tacos pair up well. So, you know, what if, wait, this is kind of funny. What if you did like a taxidermy of like a raccoon that loves tacos and you like taxidermy a raccoon, but like the raccoon is holding like a taco from this taco shop and like that's how this raccoon is remembered. That's kind of fire. Okay. A client wants a professional portrait of themselves to gift to their ex. Quote, they said that they missed how I looked back in 2018 and I want to recreate that vibe. Exactly. Oh, I am absolutely saying yes to that. I am helping you. I'm doing your makeup. I'm helping you do the research. I'm helping you print it. I'm helping you get it framed. I'm hand delivering it. I'm filming their reaction. That is iconic. Yes, I would absolutely do that. Okay. Here are a few more of these, but we're going to do a little more realistic ones. So those ones are kind of crazy, a little wild. We're going to bring it back in here. We're going to do things that like potentially could actually happen, right? Because like no one's actually going to try to do taxidermy and tacos, you know? So would you shoot a last minute elopement? So a couple is eloping in Vegas and they call you at 2 a.m. needing a photographer immediately. You're going to be paid double your rate, but there's zero prep time. Would you shoot it? I think if the scenario lined up to where I wasn't busy, I had a battery charge, you know, if it didn't like severely inconvenience my life, if I had an Alani in my fridge, I think, yeah, I would shoot it because double a rate, because first of all, money, and because second of all, I think potentially someone like this could be a good person to like really vouch for you as far as like leaving you a good review and stuff. Like when you show up for your clients in a selfless way, like last minute, a lot of the times you will get really great reviews and like go refer you to people. So yeah, I think I would take it if, like I said, if the stars aligned, if I wasn't super tired, if I had a battery charge, if I had an Alani, yeah, I think I would be in my pajamas heading out the door. Would you shoot an engagement session at a chain restaurant? This couple wants their full engagement session shot at Olive Garden because, quote, that's where our love story began. I think I feel like there was this like viral thing where a couple 100% did all their photos at an Olive Garden. Would I personally shoot it? I think, no, I don't think I would. There's a couple of hoops and loops that I think would be hard to jump through of like getting permission to shoot there, shooting when there's not a lot of people around, the posing, I don't know, getting good lighting. I think if it was a couple that had already booked me, they already paid for the shoot, and then they're like, hey, we want to do it at Olive Garden, I think at that point I'm saying yes and I'm doing it. But if they led with the Olive Garden thing, I think I would say no. Just me personally. Okay. Would you shoot a client that insists you don't worry about lighting or posing, that you just, quote, shoot whatever, I'll fix it all in Photoshop later? They have a huge budget, but it is total chaos. No, I don't think so. And I don't feel like I have to explain that one. That one's going to be a no. Would you shoot a family that wants to include their daughter who's away at college in holiday portraits using a cardboard cutout? They want it to look like she is really there. Would you shoot it? No. No, I wouldn't, because here's the thing. They are going to want it to look realistic, right? Like I said, they want it to look like she's really there. I would not shoot it because what they're going to discover is that cardboard cutout does not look like she's really there. Therefore, it's going to turn into a, can you Photoshop her in? Here's this photo of her. Can you Photoshop her into every single photo? Now, would it be funny if you were doing a family session with someone and they just quickly brought a cardboard cutout for a couple photos and then left it for the rest of them? Yes. And I would say yes to that. But if it's the entire session, I'm saying no. I'm not the one for you. But someone out there is. Would you do company headshots? Sorry, let me start that over. Would you shoot a company that wants formal headshots, but everyone is going to be in costume? They still want them to look professional and LinkedIn ready, but they want them all to be in Halloween costumes. You know, guys, at some point, a bag is a bag. And you know what? This would be a bag. You'd get the bag. You don't have to post these photos anywhere. I think I would shoot it. Because it doesn't really, like, inherently go against... It's just silly, goofy. And it's not like I'm a headshot photographer that, like, you know, needs these photos for my portfolio. It's like, we're just doing it for the bag. So, yeah, you can wear a banana costume. I don't care. You do whatever you want. You can look like Britney Spears and we'll just shoot it. You know, I'm just there to shoot it. I don't care what you're wearing. Okay. Would you shoot a couple that wants you to shoot their baby announcement, but it's during a skydive, and they're holding a sign midair that says it's a boy? No. Absolutely not. I will not be jumping out of a plane with my camera. Number one, how? How would you be shooting that? I am trying to picture... I would be so incredibly dizzy trying to, like, flip upside down while I'm skydiving, shooting it's a boy, unless, like, I'm shooting downward and, like, they're facing up towards me if I'm above them. The logistics of that sound awful. But, guys, what if it goes viral? See, this is my problem. I'm like, this sounds really cool. It could go viral, but at the same time... People will do anything for these freaking gender reveals. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I think I would say no, that I'm not the right person for this, but I think whoever would say yes, it would be quite iconic. I don't know. That was wild. Okay. Would you do a shoot for a personal trainer that wants moody, powerful portraits, but they're taken inside of a gym sauna? Your gear's gonna need to handle that extreme humidity. I think the first thing I'm looking up before I say yes to this is, can my camera handle that? Like, are cameras allowed to go in saunas? Wait, let me look this up because it doesn't feel like you can. Like, I feel like that. Okay, yeah. No, it's not recommended to bring cameras or recording devices into saunas. Oh. Due to privacy concerns. Oh, but potential damage to the devices as well. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, if you're watching on YouTube, I have a hair across my face and I simply cannot get it. I think saying yes to a shoot like this would potentially ruin your camera. So I'm going to say no. Great idea, but no thank you. Okay. So, would you shoot a groom who asks you to quietly crop out or blur his ex-fiance's face, who is a bridesmaid, from all group photos without telling her? Would you shoot it? No. I would say, why is your ex-fiance a bridesmaid? That's what I would say. I would say, why is your ex-fiance here, period? That is on you. That is not on me. Your decision. That decision's... No. I would not. And if it came down to, like, oh, we want to hire you, but want to ask you, are you willing to, like, crop or blur people? I'd be like, no. Yeah. That's crazy. Okay. Would you shoot a family that wants to do Christmas cards with 14 dogs? No trainers, no leashes, just vibes and barking chaos. Would you shoot it? Um, I think that now, like I said, they'd have to be paying a lot in all of these, but I think they'd have to be paying me like extra, extra. I think no. I think no. Simply no. Because what's getting me is like the no trainers, no leashes. That's what's getting me. Because how am I getting them all to look at me? Um, could it be so cute if it were like 5 dogs? Yeah. 14, we need bleachers at that point. 14 dogs? That's a pack. That is a wolf pack. And what's keeping them from just all of a sudden all deciding, oh, let's get the photographer? There's nothing keeping them. It is one gorilla versus 100 men. You know what I mean? Like, that is what that feels like. So, no, I'm not doing it. Would you shoot a client that requests that you don't speak at all during the shoot? No music, no talking, only gestures allowed. It's for their energy. I don't think I'm capable of not talking at all. No, I wouldn't shoot it. I'd have to like create some sort of like tutorial video to show them because how do you would it be a challenge for sure? It would be a challenge. But no, I don't think because I know that's for their energy, but for my energy, I need to talk. For my energy, I need to pose and prompt. So I think if they're expecting the same results that I would get from any other session, but I'm just gesturing and stuff, no. There's so much when it comes to prompting that you can't just like demonstrate it. Like you have to tell them like you're going to run over here, you're going to run there, you're going to skip, you're going to, you know, it's like that type of stuff. What are you going to do? Actually run yourself? No. I'm not into that one. Okay, we've got some crazier ones here. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. There is a hair across my nose and it's driving me so insane. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it be. It's fine. Episode's almost over. It's okay. So we've got 5 like really insane ones, and I think these are more just for entertainment because I don't think I'd say yes to any of them. But let's just read them, shall we? So a couple insists that you stage and composite a shoot across different eras. Medieval, the 1920s, the 1970s, and the future. They want to look like they've loved each other across time. Would you shoot it? I actually think this is kind of cute. Would you have to pay me a fat bag to do it? Yes. Because we are talking medieval, 1920s, 1970s, and the future. That's 4 different shoots. Yeah, you definitely would need to pay me quite a bit. But I even like the idea of as you shoot these different time periods, your editing looks different. You know, like you shoot a little bit on film or do like a filmier look. And in the future, it's like different. I like the idea of even like styling something like this too. So yeah, I think this could be really, really cute. And I actually really like this idea. And I think someone should do it. Well, I wasn't expecting to say yes to any of these. Would you shoot a psychic that wants promo photos taken with the ghost that she communicates with? She'll describe them to you mid-shoot, and you must capture their essence. Would you shoot it? Hell no. Absolutely not. I already told you guys, I don't mess around with haunted houses, spirits, any of that. No. Don't like that. And the thing is, like, how to just capture an essence? Like, what do you want me to use? Direct flash? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, spray some hairspray? Hope I see them? Like, no. I'm not doing that. I think at that point, the psychic needs to just set up a self-timer or something like that. So, would you photograph an extreme adventure birth? A mom wants to be with you to photograph her giving birth while rock climbing. The baby is due during her ascent of a beginner route. Would you shoot it? The silence is loud because, huh? Because how? Because is the baby going to literally fly out of you while you're rock climbing? Who's catching the baby? Would I shoot it? Of course not. Of course not. This is dangerous. It's dangerous for me. I don't know how to rock climb. It's dangerous for you. You're pregnant. It's dangerous for the baby. Who's catching the baby? No, I'm not. No, we're not doing that. That is absolutely insane. Oh, it's so funny. Okay. Would you shoot a client that thinks they're a vampire? Your client thinks that they're a real vampire. They want to shoot and only take the photos between midnight and 4 a.m. and you must avoid any religious symbols in the background. Would you shoot it? No. This sounds like someone's luring you in to get murdered. No. We only shoot between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. here because that's when it's golden hour. That's really, we're not doing midnight and 4 a.m. Nothing good happens after midnight. Okay. And this is no exception. Okay. A little bit of a crazy episode. I hope that was interesting. It really, tested me. I really want to do like an alien maternity shoot now. I really want to do this like time travel engagement session. So if any of you are interested, hit me up. Let me know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys had a great time listening. I hope this got your brains thinking. I don't think I have any housekeeping for you guys. So yeah, I will see you guys next week for another episode. Have an amazing rest of your day.